Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. We are full steam ahead back in our building, which is so exciting, and we've got some things coming up. So let me share those with you. This Saturday, November 1st, we are having our Fall Leadership Summit, which is a CPR AED training. Especially now that we have an AED device in our buildings, it seemed good to get some folks trained. Much of our staff will be there getting trained, and we would love you to join us. We still have a few spots available. We have room for 25, and I think we have 20 or 21 people. So if you would like to join us, you are still able to do that. You can fill out a link, the form in the link below, or just send me an email if you want to join us on Saturday. That's Saturday, November 1st. It's 9 a.m. to noon in the dining room. This Sunday is our annual All Souls service where we honor the people we love who have died. And we build an altar together, and we say their names, and we bring their presence among us for a moment. So that's this Sunday during the service. And so I invite you to bring a photo or a memento of someone who has died who you want to add to our altar and bring their presence into our sanctuary this Sunday. Feel free to bring that with you, and there'll be a time to build the altar together. This Sunday is also a Children's Chapel Sunday, so our kiddos will be starting in the chapel and then staying there throughout the service. And I'm sure Sadie has a great plan for Harvesting Connection, and there is kindergarten and first grade OWL as well happening this Sunday. Also on Sunday after the service, we are participating in a community sharing session, and I really hope to get a bunch of people to come. This is put on by the Granite State Organizing Project, which we are a member of, although it's people from our congregation who will be facilitating. We are going to we're trying to gather stories. So the Granite State Organized Project is trying to gather stories and find out which issues are the most important to people here in Nashua, and particularly which local issues. GSOP is, the Nashua chapter is trying to figure out what their next campaign will be. They're doing some great work around housing and immigration, but they're trying to figure out what else do we need to work on in Nashua. And this is the way we do that, is by gathering the stories, talking to people, listening. And so this is the opportunity for folks in our congregation to share what's on their heart. What is the issue that is most pressing in our local community for you? And how does it personally touch you? So we'll be sharing those stories. We'll be gathering 11:30 to 12:30. If we have more than 10 people, we'll split into smaller groups, and we'll just be sharing those stories together. I've participated in a couple of these, and they're really powerful to hear people's stories and what's on their hearts. So I do hope you'll join us. There is childcare available, so your kiddos can go hang out and play while you come and share your stories. And I believe our social justice team is going to bring some extra refreshments, so no one is too hungry coming into that community sharing time. Again, that's this Sunday, 11:30, up in the auditorium. We're going to start, and we'd love to know if you're planning to come. So I'll put a link in the comments where you can just let us know you're planning to come. I also want to just give another shout out to our Smooth Sunday teams. They've been doing such a great job, like rolling with everything this fall. But we're still looking for 3 more people. We need 2 people for Team 1 and 1 person for Team 6. So if you've been thinking, maybe I could do that, I'm not sure, maybe it'd be okay now that we're back in the building, please sign up. I'll put a link in the comments to where you can sign up, and we'd love to have you be a part of those teams. And finally, Sunday is the day that our online auction begins. We're getting everything all set up to be ready to launch that on Sunday. So Sunday will be your moment to start bidding. And I'll talk about the live auction a little bit later. But online auction begins this Sunday after service. So please bid early, bid often, share with your friends. There's some great stuff in the auction. Next Tuesday, November 4th, is Election Day, so this is your pre-reminder to vote. And also, we are going to be holding Election Day camp again. I think we've got 5 or 6 kiddos who I know will be here with us, and we'd love to have more. So if you have a kiddo who doesn't have school on Tuesday and you are looking for a place for them to be, you want them to hang out with some fun UU friends and do some workshops around our values, we would love to have them here. The camp runs from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I will put a link in the comments where you can sign up. You can also reach out to me or Sadie with any questions. Next Tuesday evening, on November 4th, is our monthly grief group, 7 p.m. on Zoom, led by Karen Campbell. That's for people experiencing grief of all types. All are welcome. She'll send out the link probably over the weekend. Also next Tuesday, because I'm going to be doing Election Day camp all day, there won't be any video announcements next Tuesday. Maybe I'll get around to them Wednesday. Maybe there just won't be any next week. We'll see. But they definitely won't happen on Tuesday. Next week, Thursday, November 6th, our new meditation and mindful living group is kicking off. That's going to be weekly on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. in the sanctuary, led by Romy. And it sounds like a really wonderful group. If you're interested in joining the mailing list for that, I'll put a link in the comments to where you can join the mailing list. But I think it's going to be a really, really meaningful group. So hope you'll consider joining that. And finally, maybe last but not least, we have a bunch of events coming up on November 8th. So that is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we are going to be celebrating all afternoon and evening, late afternoon and evening. We are close enough to being done with our construction project to celebrate, which is so exciting. So we are going to be holding an open house and building rededication service on November 8th. The open house will be 3:30 to 4:30. That's a time to just come, walk around, invite your friends so they can see the space. We're inviting the larger community. We'd love everyone to come and check out our new space. We'll also have a photo gallery up of before, during, and after pictures of the construction project. So that's 3:30 to 4:30. At 4:30 till about 5:15, we're going to do the building rededication service. That'll be in the sanctuary. Our choir will sing. We have some guest speakers. We'll rededicate the space. And we will definitely do some thanking all the people who helped make this project happen. You are probably one of those. So I really hope you'll join us for that. Again, we're spreading the invitation far and wide. And we'll have a little reception afterwards in our Skylit connector and into the parish house. Should be really lovely. And then at 5:30, the doors open for our homecoming auction. So you can come for the rededication service and just stay all night and join us for the auction. The auction's shaping up to be a really fun event. Once again, we'll have soup. We'll have some hearty soups for supper, and we'll be putting out a Sign Up Genius for help with sides for the auction. But we'll definitely have soup, and there'll be fun things to bid on. We'll have a couple live auction segments. We'll have bid and bump. We'll have a silent auction. We'll have a couple raffles. It'll be the place to be. Most of all, we will have a lot of fun together. The auction the last few years has been so much fun. So I hope you will consider joining us, even if you don't usually go to the auction. So it'll start, the doors will open at 5:30. First live auction will start around 6:05, 6:10, and we'd love to have you there. At the same time, 5:30 to 8:30, there's going to be a kids movie night, childcare. There'll be pizza served, and the kids will be watching K-Hop Demon Hunters, which I hear is great. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's singing the song. So they'll be watching K-Hop Demon Hunters as well as, or K-Pop Demon Hunters, as well as Bluey for our little ones. So that is 5:30 to 8:30 while folks are at the auction. And I'll put a link in the comments. We are asking folks to sign up for the childcare, so I'll put a link for that. All right, that's what I've got. Hope to see you this Sunday or maybe Saturday for our CPR AED training, but definitely Sunday. And definitely mark your calendar for November 8th. Plan to join us. I want it to be a really big, joyous, celebratory day.